everyone, it's Don Baine, the Gadget Professor. Welcome back to our live coverage, NAB 2018. We are seated here in the lovely Live U booth. This booth is fantastic. I wish I could take it home with me. If you're a regular viewer of the Gadget Professor, you know that I've rewired my studio 3 times in the last month. I'm telling you, I'm almost done. All the equipment's in, and everything looks pretty good. I got some nasty wiring rat's nests underneath the desk, and Wildman Mike has blatantly refused to go under my desk and help me rewire that, so I think I'm on my own with that. So we are doing interviews, if you don't know that already. Every 15 minutes we have a new interview, and it's been a fascinating show for me. We've seen all kinds of things from the very high end to the medium end to the low end, and the stuff is fantastic. What I'm finding every year is that the products are getting better. They're, let's say, more feature packed, if you will, and they're cheaper. So all that is good for the consumer for sure. Now, right now I have a gentleman named Rudy Pollard, and he's with a company called PRL Lighting. And I'm delighted to have Rudy on because he has basically a new portable lighting system. And as you all know, if you don't have the right lights, you are not going to get a good photo or certainly good video. And Rudy has kind of a unique system here, and kind of a very cool idea and a cool way to package it. So Rudy, thank you so much for coming on the Gadget Professor show. Welcome.
Hi Don, thanks for having me. I appreciate this moment where I can expose the lighting system and talk a little bit about that.
Well, we're delighted to have you, and lighting has always been a problem, you know, especially in the small studios and in the portability factors. I know we do a tremendous amount of shooting. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and lighting is a pain for us in general because you've got to have the right lights at the right time. You got to have some stuff portable that works on batteries. Even in the studio, the lights can be huge and cumbersome, and now everything's getting kind of smaller and brighter.
Yes, what we see is a trend in portability. The business is fracturing in terms of where broadcast is kind of at the top, and that's the big studio infrastructure that you see. But a lot of projects are being shot on location.
For sure.
And with fewer resources, fewer human resources to be exact. So everything has to become portable and has to be much more efficient. So what we've done is we've taken a basic lighting approach, which comes in a basic fixture, not a lot of features, but it's about performance,
functionality,
and functionality and quality of light is what we're looking at. It's very important because what you see is what you get with almost everything that you're looking at there. You know, the features are great, but it's about what do you get out of the light.
Right.
You know, and so what we're looking at is with the trend.
So this is your base system. This is called the LUSTRA L50.
That's the LUSTRA L50, and it's the single fixture we're looking at. It comes with a power supply, an AC adapter to be exact, runs on 12 volts, and it has the ability to also be powered by a Sony NPF L
these
series.
Are the good batteries.
Good batteries, and it'll run up to 3 hours on one of those batteries.
No kidding.
Yes.
3 hours.
Up to 3 hours at 100%.
So that just goes in like so. Wow.
You don't want to do that. You'll blind yourself.
And I see that we have a nice, not a volume control, but
we have a nice dimmer control.
Yes.
As I said, it's back to basics with this light. It's not full of features. It's about the light output, the intensity control.
It has what I need. It has nice bright
and
LEDs, and it's got a real stat here where you can control the light. Now, you mentioned that this not only works on batteries, but it will take an AC adapter. So
yes, it comes with this AC, nice small AC adapter.
Okay, and that will go in the side here. Now, everybody always asks this question: can I use the AC adapter and keep the light on for hours?
The AC adapter will keep the light on continuously. So if you're in studio or in interior with mains power availability, you're doing 3-point lighting interview, you're likely to use that.
Okay, let's talk about the battery. Now, you said the battery will last approximately 3 hours.
That's correct.
And what about how do I charge the battery?
The battery obviously has to be charged with a battery charger.
Okay, so it won't charge while it's receiving AC.
It will not charge while you're using the AC adapter.
All right, so this must come with a battery charger.
Well, we don't supply the batteries with the kit.
Okay.
We only supply the lighting implement.
Okay.
So the lighting
so that you can use any battery, really. You have the good ones here.
Absolutely,
okay.
as long as
so
they use
good.
the NPF series. The key is for us is the core piece, which is the lighting system.
Now, what about the light value? You know, the Kelvin degree temperature. You know, if this is, how do I adjust that, or can I adjust that?
You cannot adjust the color temperature. This is daylight balance, 5,600 degrees Kelvin.
Okay.
And it's particularly built that way because camera sensors prefer that for color rendition.
Absolutely.
So the resulting image should be as crisp and clear as possible.
Okay, that's actually good. Now, what about, can you put filters over this? Do you have lighting filters that would go over this, or you can use the standard filters?
We can put warming filters and diffusion filters as well as a softbox to spread the light, and also.
So this is like it is a diffuser basically. This will give you a nice soft box light, which you would want for skin tones and just nice soft colors, and that just basically goes over this.
Correct. This fits right over the light and Velcros to it.
We have the Velcro strips in the
Let
back.
me show how it's easiest to do this would be to find a flat surface. We put this light and drop it into the softbox, and then the Velcro pieces secure it. I can do that for you. There we go.
All right. So it does a nice job.
And that's where you have a diffused light that comes with a quarter grid diffuser, spreads the light, and also softens the harshness of the light.
All right. Now this also comes with it.
The 3-light kit comes with the 3 fixtures, three of the stand mount adapters that come with a 1/4-20 cold shoe mount and a 5/8 receptacle to put on a stand.
Okay. Now what's the maximum amount of lumens that this will put out?
This will put out 1,200 lux at 5 feet, or about 500 at 10 feet. And now that's important distinction. A lot of our competitors are quoting light distribution at 1 meter or 3 feet.
Right.
As you know, you pretty much have a camera at somewhere between 5 and 10 feet for close-up
right.
work. And so we want to complement what you can do with the camera in that instance.
These are very light, which I like. They're certainly well ventilated. Plus, they're like LED lights, so you're not going to get a lot of heat out of them anyway.
No, we've designed this with these louvered features so that the heat dissipates, whether it's straight up or upside down, so to speak. So you can mount it any way, which way you want.
Right, and they're light enough if you had to, put gaffer's tape or something on there that you can easily do that.
If you're using industry standard hardware, there's a 1/4-20 receptacle on the bottom that allows you to mount it in any fashion.
Now let me ask you, you can buy this individually.
That's correct. You can buy the individual fixture with a power supply, and the MSRP on that is $335. A better deal would be to buy the fixture, the softbox, and the filter set, 3-piece filter set at $399.
That's a no-brainer.
And then there's the 3-light kit, which has three fixtures, accessories for each of the 3 fixtures, plus the stand mounts in a nice
Let's
backpack.
Take a look at
carry
that. This
backpack.
is very ingenious. This is what caught my eye actually with this product. They really have done a nice job, if you will, of packaging this and making it portable so that you have the power supplies there, you have the soft boxes, and you have 3 of them, and everything goes into the kit. And I really like that. I mean, that is really handy. And you know what? When you're on the road, really 3 lights are pretty much all that you need, to be honest with you.
3-point lighting is optimum.
Standard.
3 lights, you can do a lot with 3 lights. I think you can do interviews. You can,
gotcha.
You can use it for key, a fill, and a backlight, and use the different accessories to create the intensity and the mood for the shot.
So really, everything just fits in the pack, and away you go.
Everything fits in the pack. goes on your back like a regular backpack, or you can just carry it by the handle.
Right.
We think it's a very valuable pack at $10.99. And what we're doing here at NAB and for the month of April is running a 20% discount
Really?
on all the products.
Where would people go if they were interested in this? Can they get this over the internet?
You can get it on our internet exclusively. We're selling everything online directly from PRL Lighting.
That's nice. That keeps the price down.
Keeps the price down, absolutely.
That's great. And what's your website?
Our website is www.prllighting.com.
PRLlighting.com. You got to check this kit out, folks. Really, there's everything that you could possibly want in here. It's portable. You're going to get the 3 lights, and it's well made. I mean, it's light, it's bright, and I like the fact that you can put your existing batteries, and I know you have them out there, into this. That's very, very nice, very economical, and very, very nicely priced. Really.
Thank you.
Well, Rudy, thank you so much for being on the Gadget Professor Show. I think what we're going to do, you know, I'm very selective, as you know, about what products I pick, but this is such a cool lighting kit. I think I'm going to have Rudy back on the Gadget Professor Show after NAB quiets down and I recuperate. And, you know, what we'll do, I think we'll set these lights up in the Gadget Professor studio and just do the whole show just using your lights, because I think it will be a good primer for people to realize that with 3 lights, you can do some really fancy things and some really nice lighting, and these are just perfect for that. So would you be willing to come back on the show?
Of course I'd be willing to come
All
back.
right,
I want to see how you're going to let your set.
Okay. All right, we're going to take one more picture. We're going to do this live. I can't hear you. There we go. So, folks, you can watch this this show, obviously, on the GadgetProfessor.com. Any podcast network will be distributing the content here, and I will be right back with our next interview. This is Don Baine, the Gadget Professor in lights. See you back in a minute.